You fell into my trap. Hey guys, it is Cypress back with Zombie Army 4. We just finally got through a few places where I said, hey, I'm going to have to stop because I suck so much balls. I'm starting to learn how to do it, so maybe that's where it is too, is that like every time I play, I forget. I'm going to hide myself for the movie.
In Venice, you proved that whatever these hellstorms are, they can be shut down. There's another one forming over a resistance black site in Sardinia. Our chief occultist, Ephraim Schweiger, is on the ground gathering data. But we just lost radio over the whole region. Get in there, secure Schweiger's intel, and then stop that hellstorm.
All right.
You're too late. Schweiger and his team have left the base. He said they had to go immediately in order to prepare for the hellstorm.
Blame the damn boat. This is as fast as we could get here.
It's true.
I tried to make
What
him
are we
wait.
waiting?
I told him this whole place is swarming with dead. They'll eat you alive. But he wouldn't listen.
Offensive. Grenade damage. How many can I have of these? Do I have to select? No. Okay. Max combo timer. I don't think I need that. But if I... No. I want both defense. I'm sorry, guys. I need that. You guys see me. What is this? Auto revive. Use it to revive when oh, yeah, please. Yeah, please.
Holding my position.
Not be. I don't have any allies. Okay. Is this on now? I have it? Thanks. I don't know what this means. Oh, emotes. Wow, that looks like a jazzercise. Wow, Carl, I didn't know. Standing backflip. Cool. Oh, wait, what's taunt? I don't understand. Okay, cool. Taunts. Have I ever accidentally done these? Come at me, bro. Jazzy. The face. You can't be angry and do jazz hands. Yeah. I'm watching you. Whoa. I didn't do these because I didn't think you could see them if they were locked. I like that he's like pursing his lips. Some of these are really long and then some of them are not. What's... I don't understand. Dead calm. Cool. Alright. Did we do everything? Cool. Alrighty, yeah. So... Open it. I have all my health, which is cool and surprising. But I guess because we started a new chapter. But I would love to have a medkit in my pocket, please. Thank you. Can I take another one by chance? No. Cool. All right, so... So pretty. All right, so as we were talking last time, I was going over my worst jobs that I could remember anyway. And so I told you about the time I worked at a hotel. And so now I will tell you about the time I worked at a gas station. So this happened a few years after the hotel one. I had just graduated from the University of Georgia, and my parents talked me into moving back home with them to save up money and kind of whatever. That's its own thing. I love my parents. I don't like living with them was an interesting experience again as an adult. So like that's not an issue. The issue I have is for my career, I really should have stayed in the Atlanta area. I really wanted to stay in the Atlanta area. So, but I did what my parents asked me to because they had helped me, financially through college. Like I worked through college, but I would not have been able to really survive without them. I paid for like my food, utilities and stuff, but they paid my rent. So I was able to just work part-time and go to school full-time. So I do appreciate them. And so of course I did, they were the ones who were paying for my apartment. So me not having a job that could really because the October, so I graduated in December. So that October I actually quit. Because I was like doing my thesis, my senior stuff. So my parents said, hey, don't worry about it. Your last 3 months, like we understand you're not using us, because that's always been my thing. I don't want to use people, especially people I love, So, so they were like, yeah, it's okay. Just quit. We will take care of like your utilities and stuff for those 3 months.
Saga's plan was to head in through a side path in the forest. There should be a trail for you to
Cool. Oh, this is like some Alice in Wonderland shit. Anyway, so man, I cooked dinner last night and it is like still wafting through, and it doesn't smell bad, but it's like I don't want to smell, garlic chicken at like 2 o'clock in the. Well, oh, you know what? No, I made extra so that we could have some for lunch. Bell Harbor just must have made it because I was like, there's no way it was not that strong earlier. That's so funny. She's just making it. Actually, that's making me hungry. Anyway, so yeah, so I just graduated, and so because I didn't have any job because I had quit just before college or just before graduation, like I couldn't just take over the bills and stuff. So I moved back down with my parents, and it was certainly interesting because I needed a job, and so I got a few jobs down there, but one of the first ones I got was the oops, shit. Too fast. There we go. Okay. Was there on the way where my parents live, there was a gas station. It was like the friendly gas station, friendly express, whatever. So of course, they're used to hiring pretty much anyone with a pulse. So I immediately got the job. It was actually, shit. I got stuck. I'm stuck. What the fuck? Okay. That's not fair. Because I got stuck and I couldn't move. That's a lot of suiciders. Damn it. Kind of just want to start over. Just kill me. This is not fair. Anyway, so I went in for an interview, and I believe I actually started that day. I had a few times where they were like, yeah, can you start now? So I stayed for a few hours. It was only like a half day. Like I worked for like 4 hours, but I only went in for an interview. So it was like, I wasn't really prepared to, have worked. But yeah, so I worked, and it wasn't, again, I have no problem running like a cashier and stuff. The people who get, not the people are fine, but when people order the, what is it called? Raffle tickets or whatever? Not raffle, gambling, those tickets. That was always kind of upsetting because they did not want to wait for you to do it properly. And so that was a learning curve of how to like do that. And like, anyway, yeah. So, and of course there were some regulars because it was like right down to like across the street, from like housing and everything. So we got a lot of regulars. I only worked there for a week, and I quit the second or the third day I was there. because I didn't work overnight because it wasn't a 24/7, but I did work. I really need ammo, guys. But I did work. I can't open that. Super early. I had to get there at 4, I think it was. I remember waking up at 4, and it wasn't that far away, so maybe I had to get to work at like 5 or something. So, yeah, it was just bad because I don't like waking up before the sun. And it felt very much, and again, no offense to anyone who works in those places. My coworkers were awesome people, and I really did enjoy them. And I'll tell you because this is proof. So I decided I got a cold, and I also decided I really did not want to work there. Because I just got a college degree and I started working at a gas station, and I realized I was like, this is a dead end job, literally. Like, I'm just going to be here for 20 years, and I don't want this. You know, like I wasn't making enough to really. I was able to save up because my parents graciously allowed me to stay, move in with them without having to pay rent. So I was naturally saving up. All of my friends, I either kind of like lost touch with them or they had moved on. So no one was around. So I never did anything social, except for like hang out with my parents. I did some cosplay stuff. And, so it was just like, this is it. And I have to wake up at 4 a.m. to like open up the store. It was really just demoralizing. And I think the people who work there, most of them would agree with that too. So I told the guy, again, I got hired that Monday. I interviewed that Monday, got hired, started working that Monday. He put me on the schedule for the week. By Tuesday or Wednesday, I said, this isn't working out. I don't like this. I quit. And he asked me if I would stay out the week because I was already on the schedule and it was really hard for him to fill out the schedule again. So because I felt bad for my coworkers who needed days off and stuff, I stayed and I worked through that Saturday, I think it was. So I worked more days having quit than I did work while I was an employee. and of course, yeah, he tried to talk me into staying. And I said, no, I'm just doing this to help you guys. But yeah, it was just not, and again, it wasn't necessarily like my boss was nice guy. So it has nothing to do with like that. It was literally like the job itself. Like it's just the mental, what it means to work, at a literal gas station. And again, I do not mean any disrespect for those who do work in gas stations. And I think, like, especially like if you're the manager, like it is a cute, a lot of them can be quaint and cute. And it's like, hey, I own my own little shop, or like that. I'm the manager of my own little shop, like I could totally get it. You have the music on, like some of them are super clean and everything. And where I was, actually, you could make more money if you wanted because they were all connected. So I was told if I wanted to pick up more hours, I could go to the one, down the road or whatever. So, there are definitely, I can see why people would choose to work at a gas station and enjoy working at a gas station. It's just for me, I literally spent so long and I tried so hard to graduate so that I could do my career. And I was just doing something that had nothing to do with it. Why even go to college? I should have just immediately, so that's where it was more of a mental thing of why that one sucked so bad. So yeah, that's that, but like that, I respect people who do work, especially the ones that like that, like people are always making fun of like garbage men. First of all, garbage men make a lot of money. So yeah, I guess you might take that sour smell with you, but I imagine.
Bruno, you got a lot of zombies, but no sign of Schweiger. Heard from him at all?
I'm afraid not. Since they reached the base,
Sorry, he's talking.
radio silence. Perhaps once you're closer, you'll be able to pick up
I'm gonna be in trouble because I'm gonna be out of ammo.
I'm under fire.
Shit, take it down, take it down. Oh, shit. Get out of the way. Ugh, use auto revive. Alright, half, that's not too bad. But yeah, so you don't know, first of all, you don't know people's stories, you know? And then even if, yeah, like, so let's say they do hate it. They hate working there. But they're doing it for a reason. They're doing it for their family or to better themselves. So, like, I don't get, like, hating on a person because their job isn't glamorous, you know? One job that I had that is totally not glamorous, but I so loved was Halloween City. Are you shooting at me? Fuck. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, so Halloween City was super fun because it was only around for 3 months. So it was like Party City, but oh man, Party City people hated Halloween City. Because to them, we were taking their business. They're around full time, full year. And I was here, you know, like we had about, 3 months. So it was like 2 months of like setting up the store. Maybe not 2 months, 2 weeks, but maybe up to a month. Depends, because I sometimes joined a little later, you know. I have set up a store. I was the assistant store manager. I liked that because I could still be with the people and I didn't have to deal with all the politics and stuff. But with Halloween City, it was different. I'm still like LinkedIn friends. I actually just had a conversation with the regional manager who remembered me from years past. I worked there definitely 3 years. I want to say I actually worked there 4 years. But it's so funny because I worked there once down where like my parents lived when I was living with my family. I worked there. That was the first time. And I was just like, you know, a person, just like a cashier, normal, whatever. Team associate or whatever they're called.
Figure Schweiger must be inside.
But then
Then you must follow. Schweiger and his team will be facing heavy resistance. The sooner you get in, the sooner you can give them some backup.
Gun turret right here.
hopefully they don't come up here while I'm shooting at them. But, yeah, so that was the first time, and the friends I have made at Halloween City, I have kept. Like, we are Facebook friends. So, like, I don't know what it is. It was just something, like, literally magical about, shit.
I'm all out of ammo.
All out of ammo? How about this one? But yeah, it was so fun. Like, I'm still friends. Like, now not like invited to the wedding friend, but I did comment on wedding photos friend, you know, considering again, we worked for 3 months together like 7 years ago. Like, but yeah, no, I'm still friends with almost all of the main players, I would say. Like, there were some that were like super temp and we didn't have a time to get to know each other. But yeah, it's so funny. So yeah, but anyway, that regional manager remembered me from my time in Brunswick to when I went up to Atlanta. Like, he remembered me. He's like, oh yeah, get that girl. Like, she's, you know, she needs to be on our team. And so that's when I was like the assistant store manager. And I always wondered, like, I don't know, I just didn't want to be the actual store manager. But I was amazing. That's the place where like I always use as an example of how awesome I was, because I worked one time. So I think it was like the second year I was doing it. No, second year, first time as an assistant store manager. I had a agreement with the manager, the store manager. Story time. So, I wanted to go.
Got to get
great. Where is my ammo? Anyway, I wanted... How am I going to shoot that thing? Is there anything I can grab or anything? So yeah, so I wanted to go to Anime Week in Atlanta, which was an entire weekend. And so I had an agreement because she wanted to go to see like a concert that she had to drive out of town for. So we had an agreement. She would work open to close Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I would work open to close Friday, Saturday, Sunday of each other's weekends. So it was my weekend. We were ranked 14th in the region, and I had to open close 3 days, right? So like I practically lived at that store. And after my weekend, we were ranked 4th in the region. We went up 10 spots in the region, and we were actually able to retain our spot. And it was so like, I actually got calls from the other managers and like the regional, like he wanted me to like talk about like, what did I do? And I'm like, we had fun. I am a great manager, as it turns out, because I was able to see the strengths of my employees. And so like one girl, she was getting in trouble because she was talking so much to the client, the customers, that she was really a really slow cashier. And so she was always getting in trouble. And I said, but, you know, I was like, you want to work here, right? And she's like, yeah, I really enjoy it, you know? And so it's like, really what she wanted was to be, she was a good customer service, you know, representative. So I put her by the trying area room, and she was fantastic because she'd talk to the, she'd talk to the clients and the customers, and they'd feel great about it. And she'd run through ideas because she just was having so much fun with the costume side of things. So it's like she didn't need to run the cashier. And then I had another one who was a little bit grumpy or whatever, but it's because she didn't want to walk around. She wanted to just be the cashier. And so I had an agreement with her, and I said, you know, I had this with everybody too, because I hate you if your employees are happy, it's going to reflect. And so I would say if there are no customers, you may sit. Fine, you know, because like we didn't really have chairs. But it was like anywhere you can see, you're allowed to sit. As soon as a customer comes in, stand, ask them if they need help. If they say no, you can go back to sitting. Just the moment they come to you, be receptive of them. And they respected that, and they all did that. And so, but then like that, now their feet don't hurt. Can I just like... So some of these things, so like in Sniper Elite 4, it was so easy to take down tanks, but in Sniper Elite 5, it was so hard to take them down. So I don't know. But what I did last time did not work. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I always, my people were happy. I also found out some of them were, because we had like sections, and they were like themed. So I found out one guy had to keep working in the clown section, and he didn't like clowns. So it's like, why do you keep leaving your section? And I talked to him. It was because he didn't like clowns. So I'm like, well, damn, why didn't you say something? But they were scared to say something because they were not used to people like respecting them, you know? So I said, where would you want to work? What gets you excited? What, you know, theme or whatever. And so I switched people around, you know, which that was not an issue. It wasn't like really on the schedule, you know, but I did that. And so I got people who would, you know, wanted to be on the cashier because they liked being just up front. And then I got people who got so bored they just wanted to walk around and engage with people. And so suddenly our team was full of like, we were all doing what we were best at. And then I would even have, I would go, you know, because oh crap. Yeah, there's nowhere to run. What's it called? Checkout, the line would literally wrap all around. People couldn't even shop because of the line. So I would go down there and I'd say, all 3 cash registers are open. We are doing the best we can. Are any of you in this line for questions? You know, or that kind of stuff. And I had, you know, if you want to come back at a different time or whatever, because sometimes it got really bad. I was like, I will, I'm going to end the episode. So if you don't want to listen to the rest of the story, I will see you later. But anyway, yeah. So I was like, if you because some people were really like, oh my gosh, I have to go or whatever. So I was like, give me your name and your phone number or whatever. I'll write it and I will hold this. And when you can come back, you can come back and get it. And they did, and we did. And so I was able to, we still got that sale. We just didn't get it that day, but we still got them. And so I was able to go ask questions or answer people. And I was like, hey, there are no like refunds and stuff. So some people also were standing in line and they're like, crap, I don't want this one. And I said, well, let me go get it for you. You keep your place in line. And so I would do that. So I would switch things out or talk to them and upsell and be like, what you need is, you need this wig, you need this, whatever. And again, while they were in line, I was talking to them and I was grabbing the stuff for them so they didn't lose their place in line, and they all understood we were going as fast as we could, but there's only so much you can do. So that's how we raised in sales, and we kept it. As soon as like they came back or whatever, we kept what I implemented just that one weekend. So anyway, that's a job though, when you look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, a pop-up store, that must be horrible to work at. No, actually, that management, like all the higher ups, it was so fun to work. You'd go to like the orientation and stuff, and everyone was just so bubbly. And I think it's because they knew that they just had to do it for like 3 months. So it's like, just bite the bullet and do it. So yeah, I really loved it. Halloween City is this very special, unique place. I never worked at like Spirit or anything like that, because once you sign on to one, it's not like an exclusivity thing. It's just like a team thing, if you're team blue, you don't want to go to team red, that kind of thing. But at least with Halloween City, I can say it was really good management. It was really fun to work there, and everyone wanted to be there, and I actually, like that, I was actually able to talk to get one of my associates promoted so that when she left, she could say that she was, what was it? I forgot what it was called. It was an assistant. So I was like the assistant store manager. She was the assistant something. But I got her promoted because, again, no one ever gave people chances. Not saying I'm awesome. I'm just saying I know how to be a good manager, and she proved herself. And I know from that she was able, because once she saw it, like, hey, you got promoted within being there for like a month, she got a better job, and she was able to rise the ranks in a different career. And so, well, more, again, more retail, but still. So anyway, yeah. So you can have some shitty looking job, like, oh, you're just a retail clerk, whatever, cashier, but it can be an awesome job. Or you can have places where, like a hotel management is a thing that you go to college for, but holy heck, that could be a bad place to work. So anyway, yeah, that was interesting. That was different, that I was able to talk a little bit more. Let me know if you like that, or if you want me to stick strictly to the game. I just feel like it's more animated if I talk. But anyway, yeah, and I will pick this up after the drop.